All right, today we're going to break down a viral phenomenon that takes a super simple kitchen chore and ends, believe it or not, in an explosion.
Okay, so let's just jump right in. This one quote, it's basically the whole bizarre story in a nutshell. It goes from this fun, kind of silly kitchen tip to, well, genuine panic. A ticking panic, to be exact.
So, where does this all start? Well, it begins with something we've all faced in the kitchen, a super common, kind of annoying problem that's probably been driving cooks crazy forever. You know what I'm talking about, right? You're there trying to peel off those little papery bits of garlic skin, and they're sticking to everything. It's that frustration that makes you think, there has to be a better way. And that right there is the perfect setup for this story. And, of course, the internet provides a solution. This was one of those life hacks that just blew up, spread everywhere like wildfire. And why? Because it promised to fix that whole annoying garlic problem with practically no effort at all. And the method is ridiculously simple. Seriously, you just toss your garlic cloves into a metal bowl, pop another one on top to seal it up, and then you shake it, like really hard. It feels like one of those why didn't I think of that moments. Almost too good to be true, right? And that's the whole idea, right there in that phrase. It's kind of funny, almost playful. It makes you think you're going to magically end up with all this perfectly peeled garlic. But, and this is a big but, this is exactly where things start to go wrong. Like really wrong. See, that one key action, all that violent shaking, it actually creates a whole new problem, a problem nobody saw coming. This is where a little bit of high school physics makes an appearance. And trust me, it's not subtle. So here's the thing. The hack totally works on one level. You're using brute force to knock the peels off. But that same brute force creates this side effect, a really dangerous one that I promise you, nobody was thinking about when they started shaking. And that side effect? It's friction. Simple as that. Just think about it. You've got these garlic cloves getting slammed against metal again and again and again, super fast. All that energy has to go somewhere, and it turns into heat, a lot of heat. And I don't mean they just get a little toasty. No way. This is intense. The friction gets so crazy that the garlic starts to superheat. And because it's all trapped inside those two bowls, well, you've basically just created a makeshift pressure cooker.
And this is that uh-oh moment. The moment you realize something is very, very wrong. You can hear it. That fun shaking sound, it's gone. Now it sounds menacing. And at that point, yeah, you can't really go back.
Which leads us to the climax, the grand finale of this kitchen adventure. You've got all this pressure building up, the temperature is off the charts, and the whole setup is just about to fail, and I mean fail spectacularly. Boom, it just explodes. All that heat and steam trapped inside the garlic has nowhere to go. The pressure gets to be too much, and the bowls are literally blown apart. A simple kitchen chore just turned into a real-life hazard. So yeah, we can actually give this a name now, and it's a pretty good one. The garlic grenade. I mean, it's perfect, right? It's catchy, it's memorable, and it's a great warning about a life hack that goes completely off the rails. Okay, let's zoom out for a second and think about what we just saw. Because this isn't just some silly internet video. There's a reason it went so viral. It's actually a perfectly told little story. I mean, look at the structure here. It's classic storytelling. You start with a problem everyone gets, peeling garlic sucks. Then you get a cool solution, the two bowls. Then comes the twist. Whoa, it's getting hot. And finally, the big climax, the explosion. It's a whole movie plot packed into like 30 seconds. So what's the big takeaway here? Well, for one, maybe don't trust every life hack you see online. They can have unintended consequences. It's also a wild example of how simple physics can lead to something really dramatic. And on another level, it's a masterclass in what makes a story stick, what makes us want to hit that share button. So I'll just leave you with this final thought to chew on. We live in a world that's just flooded with these quick tips and tricks. But maybe, just maybe, it's worth pausing for a second to think about the actual science before we, start violently shaking things in our kitchen. It really makes you wonder, right? What other life hacks out there are just a garlic grenade waiting to happen?